I started with the sub hearth, which is underneath my feet. And it's built on a stone base, and it's set in clay. And between the water damage and the clay drying out, it was like an hourglass effect, and all of the clay and rubble had seeped down through, so it was like a sinkhole right here. We dug down, poured concrete, so now we have a stable base. And then once we did that, we took apart the back wall and tunneled in and rebuilt sections from the inside out, and then rebuilt this entire back wall. The open into the ash pit, which is an archway here. And then it continued on to this bake oven. There's a keyway right here, as you can see, that is the pinnacle of the arch. And this column is rebuilt. This column as well, I just did recently. This arch is almost complete, and a rebuilt bake oven that was found that had been completely closed in. So we restored this. And this right here is where the door would sit. We call it a bird's beak or crow's, and that is where the door would goes in at an angle and gets caught, so it keeps that from coming back out. And other things we've done is rebuilt this left side and started to stucco some of the patching, this is clay parging. With some marsh grass is what they mixed in instead of like a fiberglass. Back then they used grass or horsehair was very common as a reinforcement. You can see a hole right here, which is where a lug pole was. Before they used steel as much, they used like saplings. So actually a piece of wood ran from front to back, and then they hung their kettles and stuff off of that. Yeah, I built this special joint in it. The normal one is long like that, but this one's really nimble and tight areas. It works really well. We've actually had to, on bigger ones, repoint them and actually set up some blocks with some boards, and we make a stretcher and actually go in on your back, in like you're going in an MRI, and repoint these. And that's really fun. You get stuff in your eyes and all over the place. But it's fun to restore this type of stuff, and it's once in a lifetime opportunity, really. The majority of masons nowadays don't have a clue about how to go about doing this, and that's what we run into a lot of times is we're fixing work that someone thought it was a good idea to tear out a beautiful fireplace just because their perspective is that it's an old piece of junk. We put a brand new fireplace in it, and it's ruining history.